Baker with the basketball right now. And Elias, Moses' last name, is it Behige?
I'm not too sure what it is.
I missed it. But he's out there defending right now at the top. Little force pass, Ben Kamak, a nice steal. And the Cats here with Xander Werner, their talented freshman 22. And now Kamak. Kamak went off on Tuesday night, 47 points, setting a school record for pouring in a single game, plus 9 threes, also a team record. And an errant pass here. It'll be a backcourt violation or out of bounds and a turnover for Salpointe. Elias, we know Salpointe Catholic in all their sports programs are elite. And we're expecting a really tough match here for the Bobcats tonight.
Yeah, so Salpointe always has some great competitors at every level and every sport at that. So, yeah, looking forward for a great matchup here.
So 9-2, the Lancers all in black, going from left to right. Driving baseline here. Kenyon Torres, nifty little reverse layup, no good. Rebounded by Moses Behige, and now passing the ball. Actually, that was Tyler Goodhall with the rebound. And Kamak now shooting for 3 from distance.
Hey.
Well, he's picking up where he left off. And you see the student section is already amped and dialed in. So a 3 for Kamak to open the scoring. Just a minute 30 into the contest.
Yeah, great shot there from Ben, looking to play some defense here.
3-pointer from James Smotherman goes over the basket. So a turnover here for the Cats. And Elias, just watching Salpointe Catholic in warm-ups, what struck out to me was their size and their athleticism. Just in warm-ups, 22 was about to throw down a two-handed jam. That's Dylan Baker. And it might be Baker here on the reach-in foul. And it is. So Dylan Baker now picking up foul number 1. The first personal foul for Dylan Baker, who is a senior at 6'6", and the first team foul for Salpointe.
Yeah, definitely he needs to watch his fouls because he's going to be a big factor in tonight's game, and they don't want to lose him.
Ooh, Kamak, a sharpshooter looking to accelerate. Nice rebound and a nice lay-in from in close by Xander Werner. Very active on the glass is the freshman number 22.
Yeah, great putback there.
What position does he play in football?
I'm not too sure if Xander. I don't think Xander plays football. I know he wanted to, but never came out.
Okay.
He'll probably be out there next year.
And Elias, congratulations to you. I know you're a first-team all-region. I want to say safety and
punt returner.
Oh, I was going to say kick returner, but punt returner.
Yeah.
Punt returner and safety, first-team all-region.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. Talented player. I'm trying to remember your jersey number. Yeah. What jersey?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Ooh.
There you see the sky-high rebound of the putback by Dylan Baker. So Baker on the board with his first basket. And Salpointe with their first points. Nice take in the lane. And it's off of the Cienega Cat. So that was Moses, number 45, who is a sophomore at 5'11". I've not seen him play yet this season. So the Cats here, a little bit of infusion of depth off their bench. And talking to Coach Daniel Filipowski before the game, he's like, this will be our toughest match of the year.
Yeah, definitely is with as much players that are sitting out. It's going to be great.
Good tie-up there. Cienega's Gabe Proctor was tangled up with Salpointe's Kenyon Torres. Torres, a good job of scrapping and reaching in there to get the tie-up. The Cats will have the possession arrow here. Now trying to work it in the midcourt. But Elias, a good crowd here tonight. We expected it because it's Salpointe Catholic, but the Cienega Bobcat student section always turns out for games. I've seen you over there cheering on the Cats.
Yeah, definitely been over there a couple times, but it's surprising because when girls' games go on, there's not as many kids in the student section. Very surprising.
And plus we had the Pep Band too. So Grant Knox and the Pep Band here. The Pep Band about 20 members strong. They make a real difference. Got that drum kit over there in the corner, a little bit of electric guitar, and then we've got some trombones. It looks like a sousaphone, saxophone. I don't know, a couple of flautists over there and trumpeters.
Yeah.
Gabe Proctor had it in the paint, lost it.
Yeah, the Pep Band is definitely a big factor in, what was I going to say? Man.
Sloppy play?
No, I was going to say there, man, I can't think of the word right now. I'll have to get back to that.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. A big momentum boost the Pep Band is.
And a 3 for Brett Rosenblatt. So his first basket. Now we're tied at 5. 3:50 on the clock, first quarter. Tied at 5 all. And there's 55. A little bit off there on the take. And the Cats will retain possession here. Gabe Proctor is 55 for the Cats, the junior. I see him in passing all the time. I think he's a TA in the 500 house. So I see him sometimes when I pop into that office. Nice take in traffic. And a late call there, but there was definitely contact. So a good job to initiate the contact by Xander Werner. And we've got a foul here on Pasha Shimarani, number 13, who just subbed in for Salpointe. So his first personal foul. That's team foul number 2 against the Lancers. And stepping to the stripe to shoot 2 is the freshman, Xander Werner. Hits the first. Werner's got 3 points.
Yeah, definitely a credible player here as a freshman. I think he's the leading scorer, if not leading rebounder.
Definitely leading rebounder, certainly leading rebounder. I'm trying to see here points per game. He is also the leading scorer, so you're right on both counts, Elias. 10.5 points per game for Werner, who missed the second free throw. Cats reclaim the lead 6-5.
Yeah, big factor for Cienega there.
And very talented. You see like the athleticism just dripping off of him. He'll continue to get taller and more physically, I guess, stronger, and he'll develop his skill set. But he is already dazzling as a freshman, I would say.
Right.
Different hairstyle, too. That's a new look for him.
Yeah, the twist.
It's a good look. I like it. Good defense. Going to challenge that one there. And you can tell he pressured the shooter, Julian Riesco. Now there he is to the other end. A quick layup. It's a little bit of cherry picking there for Werner. He's got 5 points. The Cats up 8-5.
Good pass there by number 40, Tyler, a.k.a. Ty.
From the elbow, too strong. And there's definitely contact there. So it'll be a foul going against Xander Werner, who slapped the wrist of Kenyon Torres on the rebounds. So the first foul here going against Xander Werner, that's his first personal. That is team foul number 2 against the Cats. And I missed somebody. Somebody else committed a foul that I missed. My bookkeeping is awful.
Yeah.
So I'll have to check with, is it Melinda Escarcega at halftime, our scoreboard or our scoreboard, our bookkeeper?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I never got the chance to talk to her, so.
So Kenyon Torres, number 3 at the stripe, the junior guard, 6'2", his first point of the night. And now the second free throw. Elias, I know you played basketball. I saw you as a freshman, and you dazzled me on the court with your 3-point shooting, also as a safety. I mean, I'm going back 4 years in time here, but we know that guards are always really good free throw shooters as well.
Right.
(8-7) Cienega, 2:20 on the clock, first quarter. And we have, it looks like an illegal screen here going against Ben Kamak. So his first personal, team foul number 3 against Cienega. And a chorus of boos here. I don't know if you were here for the JV and freshman games. Maybe you caught the tail end of the JV. But the referee from that game was Jacob Greenberg, who is one of my Bobcat TV alum.
Yeah, former student from here. Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with him. I played basketball with him, actually.
You did play basketball with him?
Yeah. So that was surprising to see him here and reffing at that.
He wants to be a referee. That's his life ambition, to be an NCAA referee. And I know he's on that path. Talked to Heather Mott, the great volleyball coach, pregame. And she's like, yeah, Jacob Greenberg was calling the game. I called him. He didn't pick up my phone call, but a 3-pointer there for Dylan Baker, who's got 5 points. Salpointe, their first lead, 10-8, 1:40 on the clock. Tough take. Good rebound there by Gabe Proctor. Didn't get the roll, but scrappy and active on the glass, Tyler Goodhall. And then it's off of a Cat, so a turnover here and possession for Salpointe. But we see Jacob Greenberg. He's on that trajectory. Heather Mott said he looked like a collegiate referee playing at the Division I level. Yeah. The way he carried himself, his calls, his professionalism. All serious, all business out there on the floor. Got a TV camera down there, so one of the local TV channels is here, as well as the Arizona Daily Star.
I think this is the game of the week, if I'm not mistaken.
And Bobcat TV's here, so it must tell you it is the game of the week.
Right.
So we'll have to look out for some highlights tonight on Channel 4, Channel 9, or Channel 13. The 10 o'clock news, we'll have to tune into it. Three-pointer by Torres off the mark, rebounded by Dylan Baker. Very active, again, 6'6". Good challenge there by Gabe Proctor. Maybe a little bit of contact, no call.
Good block there by number 10, Julian Grijalva.
Yeah, Grijalva subbed onto the floor, so Julian the junior, number 10. A very balanced player in terms of points and rebounds, assists, and steals. He really kind of checks a lot of boxes on the score sheet.
Yeah, definitely a good player. My bad to cut you off.
No, you're good. Go ahead. And an active defender, too. The three is off. And that should be a foul, but they're calling it out of bounds. So it'll be Cienega possession. Tyler Goodhall, number 40, very active. I saw him earlier today. I never met him before, so he was wearing the basketball warm-ups, and I was like, oh, Salpointe tonight, let's go.
Yeah.
He kind of looked at me strangely, like, who are you? Why are you talking to me? So, like, that's me. Like, sorry, but, oh, the little pass there went right through the legs of Aaron Oldham. So 27 seconds here on the clock, first quarter. Cienega down 10-8 to the Lancers of Salpointe Catholic. And I see our quarterback, Braden Cherry, making his way across here. Boy, it's a nicely packed student section on a Thursday night. Great to see.
Definitely a lot more students than I anticipated.
Yeah, it's good. Three-pointer is off. Rebounded by Kenyon Torres. Torres takes it into the lane and gets hammered. Should be a foul going against Aaron Oldham. And actually, they're calling this one on 33. 33?
Quintin Hines, a.k.a. Q.
Oh, Q. Okay, so Q is 33. So his first personal foul. Team foul number 4. Yes, it would make sense that Quintin's nickname would be Q.
Right.
So the first free throw is dropped by Kenyon Torres. And he has 3 points, all on free throws. Salpointe stretching their lead now to 12-8, as Torres is perfect from the stripe. Q inbounds it to Julian Grijalva. Grijalva here, 10 seconds. Very patiently here, casually, I would say, dribbling down. And Grijalva thought about popping the three. Quintin has to pull it, and they run out of time, unaware of the clock. So a bad possession there, unfortunate. But I thought Julian was a little bit too relaxed, maybe bringing the ball across the timeline for the Cats.
Yeah.
So 12-8 Salpointe. Salpointe definitely a little bit bigger, I would say, in height. And I would say that their big active player, Dylan Baker, has been impressive. Again, almost saw him throwing down in the warm-ups where you could see him taking off, and he kind of double clutched it and just kind of laid it in. But he's got that kind of leaping ability. But nobody from Salpointe really stood out to me as being like, unguardable,
right,
or beyond what our kids from Cienega can kind of match and counter with.
Right, they're just very disciplined and know what they're doing.
So Salpointe, 9-2 on the season, 1-0 on the 4A Keno region. Their wins were over Dobson, Flowing Wells, Catalina Foothills, Amphi, Rio Rico, Ironwood Ridge, Pinnacle, Mesa Mountain View, and Saguaro. They lost to Davis, which is a school from Utah, and Sunny Slope, a school from the Phoenix area. They played in a holiday tournament. Those are their 2 losses.
Okay.
So they're a battle-tested team. I'm sure they have aspirations of making a deep run in the 4A state playoffs. Again, a 4A team. We always consider Salpointe to be 5A level, if not higher than that, but they play at 4A. And the Cats coming in at 6-5, 1-2 in the 5A Southern region, with wins over Casa Grande, Mountain View, Flowing Wells, Sabino, Douglas, and Nogales, and losses to Dobson, Higley, Rincon University, Buena, and Sunnyside. Take in the paint. And they're going to call that foul on the floor. That's what I was waiting for there by the officials. So Julian Grijalva picking up his first personal foul. That's 5 now against the Cats, 5 team fouls. As the Lancers inbound it here. James Smotherman with the ball. Now passes it to Dylan Baker. Baker back to Smotherman at the top of the arc. in the paint. Shot is off by Riesco. Q with the rebound. Bad pass. Oh, Julian Grijalva had it momentarily and lost it. So a little bit sloppy there. Nice feed in the interior. And a great defensive job by Julian Grijalva to get the rejection. And now scrapping forward on the loose ball. Love to see that energy, from Julian.
Yeah, definitely an energetic player there. Big spark there from Cienega. Couple blocks and called the timeout right before they called the jump ball.
So the Cats on the timeout, a 30-second timeout, just to keep possession there. You want to kind of save those timeouts, I would say, until kind of later in the game. But you like to see the intensity here, the energy level. The Cats have been very active defensively, and you see a lot of hustle plays here, which always make coaches feel great. And it's something that the fans and the students in the student section can respond to and feed off that energy. High-level intensity here from the Cats.
Yeah, definitely looking forward for a big spark here from Julian Grijalva.
All right, Julian with the basketball. Now Ben Kamak. Again, 47 points on Tuesday. He dropped on Nogales, including 9 threes. He's got 3 points here early tonight, so a relatively quiet first quarter. Aaron Oldham at the top of the arc here, looking to pass. And a little hand check here, so very delicate foul. Very touchy. So James Smotherman will be called for his first. And now Salpointe has 3 team fouls. Subbing out for the Lancers, number 13, Pasha Shemirani. And subbing back onto the floor, number 2, Brett Rosenblatt. Boy, Grijalva, good job to just pick that basketball up. Almost came through with the shot. A little bit too strong. This seems a little bit uneven right now, a little bit wobbly, like he's got his sea legs underneath him. And there's a shot in transition by Salpointe's Julian Riesco. So his first basket. And the Lancers now a 6-point lead at 14-8 with 6:25 on the clock in the second quarter. Oldham in and out. Good rebound there. Nice job by Julian to steal that one. Back to Julian Grijalva. Now he's patiently here dribbling through his legs. Nice pass in the interior. Little pick and roll. Rejected from behind. He was a little bit too low under the basket, and an easy block there by Dylan Baker. Now running baseline and tangled up is Kenyon Torres, and a jump ball. Good job there by Quintin Hines, Q, getting those hands in there.
Right, Q, a very physical player. Not a lot of playing time he gets, so I'm expecting him to show out for the minutes he does get here tonight.
I just like to see the effort. And you've got Q with the green shoes. You can't miss him. And a man's beard, I would say. He's got the
right.
full beard going.
He just started growing that out, too.
It's a good look. I like it.
Yeah.
There's Q.
Hey!
Oh, he gets a big cheer from the fans.
One drop for Q.
You heard the Q call go out before the basket even dropped. So bridging the gap now to 4, 14-10. Oh, nice, very smooth, silky shot by Dylan Baker. Baker has 7 points here to lead all scorers on the floor. Lancers now a 6-point lead, 16-10. Interesting, there was a little bit of contact between, again, Quintin Hines, who's been very active defensively and on the glass. He bumped into Salpointe's Julian Riesco and forced him out of bounds. And you could have called a foul, but the ref was right there and didn't call it.
Yeah, in my eyes, I'd say great defense there by the Cienega Bobcats.
Exactly. We'll admit we're biased, so we try not to be. There's Q again with another one. So Q is feeling it with 4 points, and the Cats are down 4, 16-12. Oh, I'm sure the adrenaline now is coursing through his veins. And you can see a little bit of extra energy there from Quintin Hines down in the paint. Nice feed down in the interior. Quintin again strips it. Very active. Xander Werner over to Quintin. And cue now back to Julian Grijalva. And there's a three by Julian Grijalva. Cats now bridging the gap to 1. 16-15 Salpointe, 4:16 on the clock, second quarter.
Oh, push off.
So they're going to call a reach-in foul here against Julian Grijalva, his second. Uh-oh, we just had, I thought we had a, did you see that? We had a power outage for just a moment on the scoreboard. It blanked out completely.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to lose the whole thing there for a second. And you saw Coach Daniel Filipowski, year 1 for the Bobcats in Cienega. Very talented player, alumnus of Louisville. He was there when Rick Pitino was there. Oh, a little bit of a reach there by Quintin Hines, who had mostly ball from my perspective, but he's called for a reach-in foul. It will be his second personal. And now 7 team fouls against Cienega, and Salpointe will be in the bonus, the 1-and-1 bonus from the line. Kenyon Torres. Torres strokes the first free throw. He's perfect, 5 for 5 from the line, and Salpointe now 17-15.
Yeah, definitely that's someone I don't want at the line to shoot free throws.
Right. Maybe over the back, but no call. And then again, Julian Grijalva so active with the hands to strip that one from Dylan Baker. Grijalva thought about popping the three. Nice dish to the inside. Xander Werner knifing his way through for the layup. A great dish. And Xander's got 7 points. And we're tied at 17. A three is off. Julian Grijalva dribbling through traffic. Thought about passing. Now to the outside here. Tyler Goodhall back over to Aaron Oldham. And then Oldham back to Xander Werner. Werner on the take, into the paint. Too strong, rebounded by Salpointe. Now running in transition. Kenyon Torres in the paint, had it stripped. Had his pocket picked. Xander Werner running the break. Oh, a nifty Euro step move by Xander Werner. And oohs and ahs from the student section at Cienega. Cats reclaiming the lead, 19-17.
Yeah, great move there from Xander. The battle of the 22s there.
Yes. Very fluid. Salpointe's 22 is Dylan Baker, the senior. Cienega's 22, Xander Werner, the freshman.
Looking forward to that matchup.
Just short. Boy, I love the touches here. So Quintin just to get a touch on that one, and he deflected it out of bounds. But you see all the jerseys here flocking to the rim, trying to get a touch or a rebound. And they've been very active with steals and strips.
Yeah, definitely love the physicality Quintin is bringing tonight.
Yes, the energy, the intensity. Rosenblatt off the mark for three, rebounded by Kenyon Torres. Torres now drives baseline. Little step there, challenged. Rebound in traffic by Pasha Shemirani. And I think he's fouled here on the second. So that foul will be against Cienega's Tyler Goodhall, and that's his first.
A.K.A. Ty.
Perfect. So Ty Goodhall. And now 8 team fouls. So Salpointe's Pasha Shemirani will go to the stripe to shoot 2. And Yaya, I like your little gestures here to the student section, telling them to make a little bit noise.
Yeah, there we go.
And it helped. There's contact. Let's see. Well, that's curious. So they're calling the foul on Xander Werner. Now Xander had possession. He had position, I should say, trying to box out his man.
Yeah, definitely lost his footing there. Fell onto the defender. Curious to what the foul was there.
They tumbled into each other. The student section making a little bit of racket here, voicing their complaints and displeasure. Dylan Baker strokes the first free throw. He's got 8 points now. He's averaging 13.1 per game. And strokes the second one. So 9 points here for Dylan Baker. And we're tied at 19. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter. Tyler Goodhall in the paint thought about it, now picks up his dribble. Back to Xander Werner. Werner here, our side near us. Being picked up defensively by Pasha Shimirani. Goodhall, little crossover. Werner here trying to initiate some contact, being defensed very tightly there by the Lancer. Oh, and a nice jump shot by Aaron Oldham. So Aaron's first basket of the night. The Cats, 21-19, reclaim the lead.
Yeah, good bucket there by Aaron Oldham, putting them down 2.
Julian in traffic. So deft with the dribbling.
Right.
Yeah, behind the back, between the legs, in traffic.
Definitely a great playmaker.
And I like Ty Goodhall's, those shoes. It's like purple and like maybe some midnight blue. And now a foul called here on a reach-in by Dylan Baker. So his second personal foul. Team foul number 4 against Salpointe. We've got some subs coming in for the Bobcats of Cienega. Number 23, Jacob Dickman, has subbed onto the floor. What's that about?
Giving some taunting there to number 20.
So 20 has checked in. Antonio Amador, the sophomore. Ben Kamak, he got hit there after, boy, Quintin Hines so active. Just trying to get a touch there, reaching around the Lancer, Brett Rosenblatt, who had him boxed out, to try to get a deflection off him out of bounds. But again, the energy has been on point here for Q. The Q factor, Quintin Hines with the green shoes. .30 seconds. Salpointe content here to run clock and take one last shot here before the end of the first half. Now Cienega maybe putting a little bit more pressure here, down to 17 seconds. Some good passing here. Just running clock, now down to 10 seconds. Salpointe looking to make their move. For 3, Brett Rosenblatt, too strong. Rosenblatt, his own rebound, drives baseline. Good defense there by Quintin. And the basket does count, and that is the accurate call. Did you see which player made that basket? Was it number 1 on the basket?
It was number 1 on the second basket there.
So Julian Riesco with a basket. The ball was released before the buzzer sounded. The rest were right on it. I was watching it. You were watching it as well. Right. It was close, but it was in. So we exit here at the end of the first half, knotted at 21 each. And it's been a great game here, Elias. Great energy on a Thursday night, the student section. And you see there, Coach Filipowski lifting up the fans in the student section, telling them to make some noise, and they feed off that. Kind of like raw fish and some chum and some blood in the water for sharks. It's a feeding frenzy. They feed off that energy, and they love it. So the Pep Band here from Cienega High School is adding an element. The student section here is fired up and charged up. We know it's a big matchup on a Thursday night. Salpointe always is an elite program. So people are out here, and the intensity is what you would see for a playoff game at 5A, quite honestly.
Right.
I wonder how the girls are doing from Cienega High School. Hopefully you don't get in trouble tonight for helping us out on Bobcat TV tonight, Yaya. Ariana Sorensen, Vanessa Kelly, Mia Kelly, and all the girls over at Salpointe tonight. Perfect. So we're going to get Coach Filipowski at the end of the first half before we get out here. Before we start the third quarter, we're going to get an interview with Coach Filipowski. So Reagan Scott, who is fearless, the dazzling sophomore reporter from Bobcat TV. We've got a great crew out here tonight. So it's just nice to see Bobcat TV kind of feeding off the momentum from fall sports that we've carried into the wintertime. We've got Ryan Marsh, who is probably a technical director here tonight. Hunter Alexander is the director for tonight's broadcast. Nick Irvin is our producer, mentoring all of our Cats and Bobcat TV. I don't know Joey's last name. We've got Elias Yaya Santana on color commentary. And Ashton Pollitt is here as my shadow tonight for SCP, which is great. He's part of Bobcat TV too now. and then Adriel Miller and Isla Miller, who are also part of Bobcat TV just because I'm their dad. So who knows? It was great. Boys soccer was winning 2-0 over Mountain View. That match was like going into halftime. So good to see the students over there. They see Yaya and they're waving over here, which is great. But Josh Flanagan scored a dazzling goal tonight, so that would be 10 for him through 4 games. Cienega was up 2-0 going into halftime, and they were dominant over Mountain View, so I expect that trend to continue. The girls from Cienega are playing at Mountain View, and again, I'm so bullish on both the boys and girls soccer teams that I just feel like that girls team should be handling business over at Mountain View. And I guess we'll take a break. So let's take a break here. We'll be back in about 7 minutes. So, do what you have to do. Hit the bathroom, get a drink, take the dog for a quick walk, whatever you got to do. And then join us in about 7 minutes. We'll be right back here for the second half on Bobcat TV. All right, we're going to check in with our reporter, Reagan Scott, who has Coach Daniel Filipowski down on the floor. Reagan.
I'm Reagan Scott here with Coach Flip. So, Coach Flip, this is your mid-game right now. You guys are tied with Salpointe. This is probably your biggest game of the season, right? Yes?
Yeah, no, this has definitely been the most anticipated game of the season for us. My guys were motivated. We were ready to play this team, and they're very good, a very competitive team. And right now we're battling through. We've got a whole nother half to play, but I'm very proud with my guys' effort and their play the first half.
So, what are you anticipating the second half? What are you telling the boys to bring to the table?
Well, right now, my guys definitely need to focus on maintaining possession of the ball. We definitely have to limit our turnovers as much as possible, and we just have to continue to outbattle them on the rebounds. The more that we rebound the ball and stay focused on offense and stay under control, then good things are going to happen.
All right, thank you, Flip. Get back to your team.
Thank you.
Back to you, Miller.
Very good. So there's Reagan Scott, our intrepid reporter, getting the word from Coach Filipowski, who I'd say is an A-plus caliber coach and person. So I'm so glad to have him leading the boys program here. So just starting here for the second half. Elias, it feels so hot in here. Yeah. I don't know if that's an advantage for Cienega. Like, the gym always seems warm and hot in here.
Yeah, definitely a cozy place to be right now with all the people in here.
Was that 0 from Salpointe with the basket? Did you see that,
yeah,
Elias?
It was 0.
Okay, so Smotherman with a basket. Nice rebound by Werner, too strong on the layup. Gabe Proctor now in the paint. Nice little extra dribble, got blocked from behind, and they're going to call a touch foul here against Salpointe's Brett Rosenblatt, who got maybe a little bit of piece of the wrist of Gabe Proctor. So Proctor will go to the free throw stripe to shoot 2.
Yeah, and great aggression there with Proctor leading to the foul.
But Gabe Proctor's been very active too.
Right.
He hasn't gotten a basket yet, but he's been on that glass offensively and defensively.
There goes his first point there, knocking down his first free throw. And the second one. Proctor with 2 points now.
So both free throws?
Yes, sir.
So 2 for 2 for Gabe. And the Cats down 23-22. I tried to force that pass on the inside, and it was too hot for Brett Rosenblatt to handle, and he deflects that out of bounds. And we're having some good sportsmanship here from Cienega. I think they had a word from assistant principal Steph Magnuson about not taunting. It's a fine line. We want to be cheering and rooting in a positive way. They're having good fun. I think it's good-natured here. And I don't think there's anything that's malicious. So I think they're doing a good work. Nice pass on the interior. And slicing into the lane to get fouled was Ty Goodhall, who got fouled in transition. So it'll be a shooting foul. The foul is by Kenyon Torres, his first personal foul. That's team foul number 1 in the second half for Salpointe. And Ty at the line will shoot 2. And he drops the first one.
Yeah, good drive there from Ty.
And now we're tied at 23. And Strobes the second. Nice form there by Ty Goodhall. Very smooth. Am I often saying his hairstyle is a little bit like Zion Williamson? Is that a bad call?
No, definitely is Zion Williamson.
Kenyon Torres, his first basket. He has 5 free throws, and now that shot from close. He's got 7 points. Salpointe 25-24. Goodhall, a great take, in and out. The Lancers here in transition from the baseline. No roll. Tipped, rebounded, swatted out. And I think we're going to have a foul on the floor here against Gabe Proctor on the reach. Yeah, that's what it is. So Gabe with personal foul number 1. That's the first team foul against Cienega here in the second half. Too strong. Xander Werner skies to grab that rebound. Ty Goodhall now running the point. Cats have Goodhall, Kamak, Xander Werner, Gabe Proctor, and
Good
there's
shot
a
there
three.
by Ty. Putting the Bobcats up 2 points now, 27-25.
Elias, who hit that three? I was glancing down.
Tyler Goodhall.
Nice. So Ty's starting to come to life here. Very active offensive, defensively. Does a nice job of handling the basketball as well. One of those energy guys. Nice take there. Oh, beautiful reverse layup by Kenyon Torres. So Torres now with 9 points. And we are tied again at 27. Just under 5 minutes in the third quarter. Big matchup, certainly locally. Skip pass goes across the way. Moses back over to Xander. Xander, nice little dish to inside to Gabe Proctor. And there's Gabe with a layup. Beautiful feed by Xander Werner. Proctor's got 4 points. Cats take the lead 29-27. Very active defense. You see hands all over the place. White jerseys everywhere flocking to the ball. Good effort there by Kenyon Torres to run down that loose ball. Dylan Baker being harassed by Moses. And there's an offensive foul.
Great D there by Xander, catching the charge foul. Bobcats ball going the other way.
Did you think that was an offensive foul?
Definitely.
For
His
sure.
feet were planted. He was standing still.
So Werner, the freshman, I'd love to see basketball players at any level take a charge. And I guess girls soccer's back because I see Brindley Lorenko over there in her soccer shorts, number 20. So we'll have to find out. We should send Reagan Scott over to find out what the score was on that girls soccer match.
Yeah, definitely. I'm missing her.
Just to find, like, what was the score? Xander Werner with the basketball. Over to Julian Grijalva. Grijalva now running point. Werner into the paint. The floater. Almost in and dropped out. Gabe Proctor a little bit over-eager there with the reach.
Yeah, a little aggressive there.
They didn't call a foul on that, did they? They didn't call?
Yeah, they did.
They did.
55.
All right, so Gabe with his second foul. That's 2 team fouls against Cienega. The Cats up on top, 29-27. 3:25 on the clock, third quarter.
Lancer's looking to spark something up here.
And the three is off by Dylan Baker. Deflected out of bounds by Quintin Hines, who subbed back onto the floor for the Cats. Such a great lift there by 33, the senior, Q, with 4 points, but tremendous energy really all over the court. So he's back on the floor now. Great to see him inject some energy and life into the Cat rotation. Rebounded by Werner. Grijalva was looking to fly there. And Werner now bringing the ball across into the paint. A little miscommunication there. Q was going one direction. He zigged and Xander was zagging. And now we've got a call here, I think against Julian Grijalva. And we've got some boos cascading from the student section.
Yeah, I'm curious. I missed the foul myself.
That's three personal fouls here against Julian. And Daniel Filipowski has to be careful because he is fit to be tied right now. Stroking the free throw, Kenyon Torres. He's got 10 points, 6 from the line. And off on the second one. Cienega still a 1-point lead, 29-28.
Close and low scoring game in the third quarter.
Oh, looks good there. Nice deflection. Good challenge there by Ben Kamak defensively. Quintin skying for the rebound, gets fouled in the process. Great energy.
Yeah, great rebound there by Q. It's a 3-on-1, and he comes down with the rebound.
The foul's on Scott Spencer, number 12. He's a senior. He just checked onto the floor for Salpointe. His first, Salpointe's fourth team foul. Xander Werner, very fluid, dribbling that basketball. Kind of like a point forward. Looks very comfortable there. Kamak in traffic is hacked in the act in the paint. And the foul's against Julian Riesco. So his first. That's 5 team fouls against Salpointe. 2:22 on the clock, third quarter. Low-scoring game, a defensive struggle. I think the energy here, Elias, the intensity defensively from both teams is why the score is so low.
Yeah, definitely.
Every shot is challenged. Every dribble, every possession is challenged.
Multiple great defenders on the court for both teams.
Werner gets the basket.
Great floater there from Werner, putting him up 3. Lancer's looking to make something spark here.
11 points for Xander. Cats very active defensively. A little bit of a trap there in the corner. Now in the paint, and a good shot, a floater, a teardrop by Julian Riesco, who's got 6. Cats 31-30 over Salpointe. Grijalva for 3. Too strong off the back of the iron. Again, Quintin with the little reach in to strip that basketball away. Xander Werner for 3, off. Quintin again with the rebound. Oh, he's like Dennis Rodman, the worm down there in the paint.
Yeah, definitely a lengthy player there. Able to grab multiple rebounds at ease at that.
Rebounding is a skill. A lot of players don't like doing it. I love rebounders. When I played back in the day, that's all I did was rebound. Back when I could sky, Elias, when I could grab the rim with both hands and take off.
Right, I don't think
dunk. If I had Schween as my weights coach, I would have been dunking back in high school.
Yeah, definitely. He is a great strength and conditioning coach.
It's the best.
Yeah, I'd say the best too.
Oh, and traffic. Quintin again. Quintin Hines has been phenomenal defensively for the Cats. 50 seconds on the clock, third quarter. Grijalva, a little crossover. Aaron Oldham at the elbow, back to Julian. 40 seconds on the clock. Julian behind the back, through the legs. A plethora of moves there. Oh, nice dish! Nice little cut there by Quintin. Oldham from outside. Too strong. Rebounded by Quintin again. Oldham in the paint, tried to dish it off to Proctor. A great idea. Quintin Hines, I got to see the stat sheet here for him tonight. Rebounds, deflections, steals.
Yeah, I said it before and I'll say it again. He's not a player to get much playing time, and the time he does get, I expect him to make something happen of it. And that's what he's doing, making something happen of it.
Yes, he is making the best here of his opportunity, and it's wonderful to see. Outside 3, too strong, and it was at the buzzer. So we're at the end of 3. The Cats are clinging on to a 1-point lead, 31-30. Elias, we know this game's going down to the wire. It has to.
Definitely with Cienega missing as much players as they are, I think it would have been a little bit of a different outcome.
Who is Cienega missing? I know Krishan Graham is not active, suited up. I mean, he's on the bench tonight, but he's got his warm-ups on. I also know that Connor Bailey is out there with him.
Tom.
And there's one other player that I don't know who's got his warm-ups. Well, Tom Intep is out too. That's a big loss for the Cats.
Yeah, big factor there. And Ezra, he's been hurt since the beginning of the season, though.
Ezra Jacobs, a sophomore. What's Ezra's injury, Elias?
I'm not too sure. I'll have to ask him later after the game sometime. I'll get back to you on that, though.
Well, if my daughter comes back, I'm going to send her over to talk to Brindley. Get Brindley Lorenko and find out the score for that Cienega soccer match. That's what I'm curious to find out. I saw Brindley earlier. I don't see her now. Although I see, looks like Kenna Kiefer's down there too. And she had a dazzling game on Tuesday night. As the Pep Band plays that note and holds it. Grant Knox, the band director, and the Bobcat Pep Band, which makes such a difference here I spy a couple of my cats, Kyle Newland being one of them, and Casey Borders being another. They were both in New York for the Macy's Day Parade on Thanksgiving. There's a travel by Quintin, I think. They're going to call a foul here. Reach and foul against Salpointe. Kenyon Torres on the reach, his second personal. And they were also at the Rose Bowl Parade. So those are two of the Sterling Cats in that wonderful Copper Thunder marching band under the great guidance and direction of Grant Knox, who went to Murray State. Who's the basketball player in the NBA who played at Murray State? Big point guard, Memphis.
I'm not too sure.
John Morant.
Oh, I was just going to say
You were going to say
it.
It was coming out. I sniped you. I'm sorry. Oh, great job there by Ben Kamach trying to steal that one. And now a good job there by Xander Warner to deflect it. Julian Grijalva in traffic. He just has not seemed super balanced tonight. I've seen him kind of like losing his balance in transition. Oldham with a beautiful shot. So Aaron stroking that one. He's got 4 points. The Cats up 33-30. Keiki, so I want you to go to across the way. Do you see the soccer player with the number 20 on her shorts? Her name's Brinley. I want you to go up to Brinley and say, Brinley, what was the score tonight? Right across the way. She's in the first row. She has the shorts and the turquoise Crocs. That's Brinley. Go ask Brinley, what was the score for the soccer match tonight? And then come back and tell me. Yes. Number 20. Go ask. Do you see her? She's over there. Number 20. Brinley. Okay, perfect. I'll send her anyway. All right, so we got a timeout. I missed both free throws here. Yeah. So still 33-31. A timeout here taken by Salpointe. And we've got 7:02 on the clock.
Yeah, curious to see how this game ends here. Got a close one.
I'm roasting in here, Elias. Sprinkle some salt and pepper on me and put me in a spit and rotate me like a rotisserie chicken. It's a sweltering, it's almost like a humidor in here.
Yeah, definitely cozy.
So they got
Here, let's put you on here, Keikis. When you say they, Cienega.
Okay. Should I say they?
Yeah, Cienega.
Okay. So Cienega got 2 and the other team got 0. So we won. Go Cats.
Cut in from I'm grooming her to be a reporter. She doesn't want to do it, but she can do anything. So whatever you want to do, Isla, in your future, whatever you want to do, you can absolutely do it. But a great report there by Isla Miller, our little secondary sideline reporter. Got the word directly from Brinley Lorenko. The Cats won 2-0 over Mountain View. Again, the boys were up 2-0 against Mountain View at home. That was going into halftime, so we'll update you on that when we get word on that. Oldham now at the elbow, guarded tightly. Kamach now driving into the paint, a little step back, and he gets the roll. So Ben Kamach on the attack, he's got 5. The Cats are up by 4, 35-31. 6:30 on the clock, fourth quarter. And there'll be a foul here, I think against Quintin. That one's against Julian Grijalva. So Julian now in foul trouble. He's got 4. And he is a key ball handler for the Cats. They have many kiddos who can handle the ball, but he is maybe their best point guard.
Definitely. Their main playmaker.
Off on the shot, Quintin Hines again. Well, he's the Q factor. He's playing like Dennis Rodman, one of the great rebounders in NBA history, and one of my favorite players. Maybe not favorite people, but favorite players on the floor. Just love the way that he plays. And, you know, if you had a couple tattoos on Quintin's arms, then you could see the resemblance. From way downtown, Kamach. Like beyond NBA three-point range, just off the mark.
Yes, kids our day and age like to call that Steph Curry range.
Yeah, exactly. And all the kids, now Steph is unbelievable. The best three-point shooter or the best shooter in NBA history.
All time, yeah.
All time. Great effort there by the Lancer. Kamach! A little bit too strong there on the English on that layup attempt. and Salpointe will get possession. But I would consider Elias going back in time here. I'm a huge Reggie Miller fan, even though he always killed the Knicks when he played for the Indiana Pacers back in the day. But a Hall of Fame player, a great three-point shooter. You have Ray Allen, you have Reggie Miller. Steph is the best. Like,
right.
Steph is clearly number one. Nice feed down to the paint in the interior. And a good strip there by Oldham. Reclaimed by Julian Riesco. Riesco spin move, dishes it out to Dylan Baker. Baker for three. He's off. Boy, a scrum inside. And 4 players have their mitts on that basketball. It's almost like a game of Twister. Everybody's entangled. And possession shall remain with Salpointe. And you see Aaron Oldham here calming down Q, like, you know, keep it under control. Emotions can run high out here. You've got to remain composed.
Yeah, definitely don't want it to break out with 5 minutes and 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
No.
Especially up 4. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Challenge. A lot of pressure there by the Cats defensively. And a great rebound in the interior and an easy layup for Dylan Baker. He's got 11 points. .440 on the clock, fourth quarter. Cats up 2, 35-33. Kamak into the lane, dishes it out to Oldham in the corner. Oldham now driving in, tries the layup. Good defense there. Xander Werner grabs the basketball, but so did Julian Riesco. It's a tie-up, and the Cats shall have possession on the arrow.
We're going 1-1 now.
Oh, okay. So the Cats are now in the bonus. So 7 team fouls against Salpointe. Did we see who that foul was called against?
Number 1.
Oh, good eyes, good eyes. Very good. So Julian Riesco, his second personal. Xander Werner at the line. Drains the first one. Smooth.
Putting the Bobcats up 3 points.
He's got 12. And he is leading all scorers on the floor right now. Too strong on that one. Nice box out by Grijalva. And a wicked pass there that deflected off of Salpointe. So good hustle by the Lancer, Pasha Shimarani, but it was a wild behind-the-back pass that went into the back court, and Ben Kamatis looked at it like, I'm not touching that one. So good job again with the poise and possession and the intensity defensively. The Cats now Ty Goodhall over to Xander Werner. Werner to Kamak. Back to Werner, a little hesitation, kind of shimmied a little bit there. Oh, a beautiful pass by Werner to connect with Oldham, and Aaron with the layup. He's got 6. Cats up 38-33. And a three-pointer from the corner by Brett Rosenblatt, who's got 6, and he bridges the gap to 2 points. Cats up to 38-36. 3:40 on the clock, fourth quarter. Werner running the point right now. The Frosh, number 22. This little crossover. Trying to get the ball to Q, needs some help. And they're going to call a timeout. So Daniel Filipowski was nervous, and he called the timeout there before he was worried about a 5-second violation. So a full timeout here for Cienega. 3:33 on the clock, and a low-scoring game, the kind of a score you might see on a football field,
Right.
Not really on the hardwood in basketball.
Yeah, 38-36. That three-pointer from, I want to say it was number 2.
Rosenblatt, number 2.
Yeah, that put him only down 2 points now. So that was a big three-pointer there by the Lancer.
I always wonder, Elias, I always want to be a mosquito or a fly on the wall, to be in those huddles from both teams to hear what exactly is being directed. Now, we want to remind you post-game, we'll have Reagan Scott on post-game interviews, and we'll be interviewing somebody tonight. We're not sure who, but be sure to stay tuned for Reagan's interviews post-game. We're looking forward to that, certainly. All right, Xander Werner inbounds to Julian Grijalva. Grijalva 4 fouls. He's done a great job of staying on the floor. Being guarded very tightly here by James Smotherman with his smothering defense. It's like a perfect moniker for that kiddo. Kamak, nice feed inside. Werner, spin move down in the paint. Oh, what a move That is high-level interior post play, baby.
Yeah, definitely good basket there by number 22, Xander.
14 now for Xander Werner. The X-Man.
That's putting the Lancers down 4 now.
Nifty move and a layup by Kenyon Torres driving baseline.
Lancers down 2 now.
Torres has 12, and the Cats, you're right, up by 2, 40-38. 2:40 in the clock. Grijalva in the paint, spinning. Passes to Werner. Werner is a go-to option here offensively for the Cats. Very poised and polished with his offensive moves in the interior, in the low post, but also outside. Gabe Proctor's got position. He's banging down there.
Oh,
trying to sky in was Werner. He's trying to dunk that off of off the rebound.
Yeah, trying to make something happen there.
Oh, there's a good shot from the corner by Brett Rosenblatt. He's got 9 points.
Yeah.
He's got 3 threes and 2 in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, he's definitely warming up here in the 4th quarter.
He's heating up. Ben Kamak over to Julian. And there's a touch. Boy, that was the touchiest of touch fouls. The foul's called against James Smotherman. I mean, maybe a fingertip there onto the wrist.
Right.
So 2 personal fouls against James Smotherman. Now, the big factor here, anytime that Salpointe fouls a Bobcat, the Cats will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 bonus free throw. Grijalva strokes the first. That's huge. Every point now is major. Julian's got 4 points, right along his average, 5.3 per game, 3.3 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals. So when I say he kind of fills the stat sheet across the way, he is very helpful in different capacities.
Yeah, definitely.
Misses second.
Definitely a very balanced player.
Good description, Elias. Balanced. Versatile, can help out in a lot of ways.
Yeah, definitely.
1:34 on the clock, and we're tied at 41. The take is off. There will be a foul here. It was Smotherman on the layup attempt, and the foul is called against Aaron Oldham. Every time there's a foul called against Cienega, the student section boos. So they're not very trustworthy in terms of indicating whether it was authentic and real or not.
Right. I trust them.
Oh, I know you do. no doubt about it. One of the most popular players on campus, Elias. So missed the first one, did Smotherman. And boy, you hear that student section making a lot of noise now. Smotherman smokes the second one. And he's got 3 points. He gives the Lancers the lead, 42-41. The Cats on the floor. Aaron Oldham, Quintin Hines, Ben Kamak, Xander Werner, and Julian Grijalva. Grijalva with the basketball, pops a 3. He got hit after the shot, no call. Now an outlet pass here. Good defense by Grijalva to challenge that. And a scrap down low. Grijalva here may have tweaked the calf. He's in a lot of pain. It's probably a cramp. We've seen these all the time. So Xander Werner here is trying to stretch that out. And now we've got trainers. And Joe Eastless, the great trainer at Cienega, making your way out to the floor here to try to attend to Julian. He needs some quick treatment. And you've got to rub or massage or stretch that out and get him back on the floor. So I think the Cats here, fortunately, it's kind of like an injury timeout. They're not forced to squander or burn one of their precious timeouts. And Coach Filipowski, Coach Flip, as he's affectionately called here by the students at Cienega, is right there also kind of overseeing everything. So, Elias, we have 1:07 on the clock. We're frozen here. And just a moment to take our breath, but this is going to be very stressful going down the stretch.
Yeah, very stressful knowing that Cienega is down 1 and they might lose their point guard. Big factor in Cienega's roster.
Yeah, they're working that right calf muscle. I wasn't sure if it was contact. He's toughing it out here. And I like the way that he is walking it off. You know, breaming or teaming with confidence. Gets a nice high five there by Coach Filipowski. And he's got to sub out for just a minute because of the injury. Ty Goodhall coming back on the floor for Cienega. And the first free throw is dropped by Brett Rosenblatt. So he has 10 points now, 3 threes, and 1 free throw. And he strokes the second one. That was a huge shot. He's got 12 points. High pressure performance by Rosenblatt. 1:04 on the clock. Cats down 3, 44-41. Timeout called by Cienega.
Yeah, number 2 on the Lancers, great, what's it called, composer here with, 12 points in the second half?
Yes, 12 points all in the second half for Rosenblatt. Number 2, the senior from Salpointe. And again, a big-time shooter, especially from outside, so 45% on the season for threes. He's also a high-volume guy, so you know, we expected him coming in to be kind of like the sharp shooter from outside. And you're right, he's really heated up in the second half.
What?
We're trying to figure this one out. They were referring to me here with some sign language about the score on the board. I have no idea. I have it 44-41, but that's what the scoreboard says. There's a nice take. Oh! Xander Warner with a take. They're calling it an offensive foul. Wow. So Warner called for the offensive foul. A bit of a curious time to make that call, I think. Well, he's got 4 personal fouls now. I didn't see it that closely, Elias, but Brett Rosenblatt, who is...
Yeah, definitely a bad call. The kids' feet weren't set.
I thought he was also... I know they don't have that little circle there in the low interior of the paint, but he was, you know, almost under the basket. And you say he didn't have his feet set or he's maybe moving a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a big call to make here at a crucial juncture of this game. The Cats have to be resilient here. And boy, Salpointe doing a great job of keep away. And finally fouled by Xander Warner. Too bad, Xander, that should be 5 on him, I think. Xander's out. That's his 5th personal foul. That's a huge loss. So Xander will check out. 14 points for Xander. And checking back on the floor, Ty Goodhall, the junior number 40, who's got 5 points. That's just a big loss because Warner's been so active on the glass. Now we've got Quintin Hines coming in to replace Xander. And his classmates serenading him with the
good job, Xander.
Demonstrative chant of Q. Off on that one. And Q got a hand on that. It should be cat ball.
No, that is crazy.
Ay, ay, ay. The ref was right there. I don't think he had the best angle on it. I had it deflected off of 13, Pasha Shimarani. Whoa, whoa. That will get shut down instantly.
Yeah, I got a rambunctious student section there.
Rambunctious being the operative word. Josh Kinsavage right in that mix. He's signing it. He's doing the sign language call. Oh, my goodness. Hey, and my son's there. I just noticed this now, Elias. He's right there in that mix.
Oh, yeah, I see him now.
Ay, ay, ay. 21 seconds on the clock. And off on the free throw. Boy, there's a lot of pressure here. Julian Riesco, the senior, at the line, a 74% free throw shooter. Gets a roll in the second one. So that's a big shot. He's got 7 points. Cienega calls a timeout, full timeout, 21 seconds on the clock. Cats down by 4 now.
Yeah.
So what do you draw up here, Elias?
I don't know. I think the coach got something up his sleeve. That's why he called a full timeout. Going to get back to his players and try to cook something up here.
You don't need a 3 right away.
Don't.
You're going to probably need one eventually here. But you could get a quick basket. I think the quick score is the key. If you get a 2, right, you could bridge the gap to 2 points. You got 21 seconds, so of course the clock is a big factor. The Cats, I think, have a timeout and a 30-second timeout left. And then, of course, you can foul. And it's kind of pick your poison. Which player do you want to pick from the Lancer roster to shoot free throws? James Smotherman, number 0, shoots 80% from the line. Riesco, number 1, is 74%. Rosenblatt, number 2, 72%. Kenyon Torres, number 3, 76%. So as a team, Salpointe shoots 70%, which is a good percentage, I think, for high school, especially at the line.
Yeah, great percentage there, but tonight I don't see them shooting that high of a percentage at the free throw line.
And I think number 1, Julian Riesco, who just hit his last one, has been a little bit shaky from the stripe recently, so maybe you target him. But first, you got to score quickly. Nice pass there. Cats running a little break. Oldham from the corner for 3, too short. Nice rebound. It's off, and there's Q on the follow. Quintin Hines on the follow, 6 points. 6 seconds and a quick foul. 5 seconds. Now, this clock does not have tenths of a second, unfortunately, so it's just full seconds. So a full second dripped off that clock where it would have been a fraction of a second, you know, collegiately or at the NBA level.
Right.
Did you see the foul here committed by Cienega, the player that
Yep.
drew that?
Number 40, Ty Goodhall.
All right, so Ty with a foul. That is a second. And again, at the line here. And I think that's number 0, James Smotherman.
Yep.
80% from the line. Too strong. And he looks over this way. I'm just nodding at him, smiling like the Cheshire Cat.
Right. Like I said before, and I will say it again, not shooting that high of a free throw percentage tonight.
That student section is making
Their
their noise.
Big difference here tonight.
And they're being a big factor here, adding pressure onto Salpointe at the stripe. Well, different scenarios. We've got 5 seconds here. So if he hits the second free throw, Smotherman, that might be the best scenario for Cienega because no clock will come off. It'll be a 3-point lead for Salpointe if he hits the second one. And then you inbound, maybe call a timeout, inbound again and pop a 3 or draw a play for a 3. If he misses, you got to get the rebound. And it's everybody flying down the court to try to get a quick score on a quick break. So we'll see how it shakes out here. The Cats, Aaron Oldham, Quintin Hines, who was huge tonight, Ty Goodhall, Ben Kamak, and Gabe Proctor, the 5 for Cienega on the floor.
Yeah, definitely need the energy up for this one.
Smotherman hits a 3, or hits a free throw, which I think is fine. Oh, here's the inbound. The Cats have to fly here. A desperation heave!
Oh,
and it's off the mark. It's okay. It was a great game here tonight.
Great game. Could have found a better shot there at the end, but, man, with 5 seconds left, what can you do?
There was a big call that went against Cienega late down the stretch against Xander Werner. That offensive foul that was called against him, which would have been a made basket, was a big critical juncture. There were also some touch fouls called against Salpointe, to be fair. So I think the officials on the whole did a quality job here tonight officiating. Do you agree with that? The officials were fair. I mean, of course, they're not going to be perfect. Never will they be.
Right.
But I thought they did a fine job here of ensuring fair play.
Yeah.
Evenly balanced calls, I think, from both sides. Great to see the players from both teams here hugging at midcourt. Also the handshakes. Of course, these players familiar probably from the club circuits.
Right. Yeah, definitely a great game here today. Not the outcome we expected or wanted, but it is what it is.
We're gonna grab somebody here post game for interviews. We're gonna help Reagan, so just stand by. We'll come back with post game interviews. Just hang tight here, folks. Don't go anywhere. Real quick, I'm just going to preempt Reagan. We've got Reagan Scott here. She's going to interview a trio of Lancers from Salpointe. I want to thank our crew from tonight. Nick Irvin, of course, is the man with the plan. Hunter Alexander, our director. Ryan Marsh, our producer. Joey Rigucci running camera down on the floor, a new member of Bobcat TV. Zena Neo running the other camera on the floor. Ashton Pollitt, my shadow. Elias Yaya Santana on color commentary. Reagan Scott, our fearless sideline reporter. Nick Powell also running camera, and I'm Jason Miller. But stay tuned. We've got Reagan with a trio of Lancers from Salpointe in the post-game interviews. All right, so Nick Irvin just told me, he's like, we got a couple minutes here. The Lancers went to the locker room, so it's going to be a couple of minutes before we've got Reagan back on the floor with those three Lancers. So I will fill a minute of time here and just kind of preview what we've got coming up on Bobcat TV. There's always something coming around the bend. Tuesday night, we'll be back at the pitch at Cienega Stadium for boys soccer, the Dynamo program under Mark Aros. Josh Flanagan scored again tonight. He's got 10 goals through 4 games at least. And we'll try to find out a final score from the second half for the Cats of Cienega in soccer. But Tuesday night, 6 o'clock at the stadium. If you can't make it live, of course, tune into the broadcast, and we'll bring it to you. Douglas, I think, is ranked 13th in the state for soccer, so we're expecting a quality matchup on Tuesday night. And then, Nick, do we have any other events next week? We've got the boys soccer on Tuesday. That's right, wrestling on Wednesday, which is senior night. I think that's at 4 o'clock? 3:30. Perfect. You and I don't have 6th period. That's perfect. A block day. 246 block. Girls soccer against Moran on Thursday. I love it. So we've got 3 games on the docket next week. Tuesday, soccer, 6 o'clock on Bobcat TV. Wednesday, Cienega wrestling, and that is at 3:30. Thursday, girls soccer, 6 o'clock from the stadium. So we've got 3 events on the docket, and we're excited to see those boys and girls from the wrestling team under Coach Terrence Hickey. And we haven't seen them yet, so I'm looking forward to that very much. And, of course, we've seen boys and girls soccer. I'm just dazzled by both programs. They play so beautifully out there on the pitch. So we just got such high hopes here. Tough loss for Cienega tonight. There's no other way to put it, folks. So 46-43. But I just love the intensity. I love that grit that we saw here tonight. Again, the Cats, and Elias pointed this out, which, I don't know if I was just not really paying attention, but they were missing some key ingredients to the puzzle. Krishan Graham, Connor Bailey, Tom and Tep, all inactive tonight. Ezra Jacobs battling an injury we're not sure about, but I really like what I'm seeing here from this team in terms of their intensity, in terms of their team-oriented style of play. Unselfish basketball, a lot of nice crisp passing, extra passes, playing together as a team. It's really fun to watch. So, and it's a tough one here tonight for Coach Flip and the boys from Cienega. They fall to 6-6 on the season, but they will rebound because they are scrappy, and we have high expectations for them as well. So I'm just going to take a little respite here to give you a break from my voice, but stay tuned, right? We've got Reagan Scott, and we expect her to be interviewing a trio of players from Salpointe. She's going to be interviewing Rosenblatt, number 2, the senior, Torres, number 3, the junior, and Baker, number 22, the senior. So please don't go anywhere yet, right? It should just be a minute or two, so stand by. All right, we just got word from Chris DeRozier, our great athletic director at Cienega. Boys soccer tied, or they drew, with Mountain View, which is disappointing for me because they were up 2-0. So Mountain View, a spirited comeback to tie that one and earn a draw. But again, we're looking forward to watching the boys on Tuesday night against Douglas, wrestling on Wednesday at 3:30, and then girls soccer on Thursday. So a trio of games on the docket for next week. And now we've got Reagan Scott here, who's got her 3 Lancers from Salpointe, who I'm sure are a little bit nervous and probably excited at the same time to be interviewed on Bobcat TV. So good stuff. All right, stand by. We're going to throw it down to her here in just a moment.
Hi guys, I'm here with 3 Salpointe varsity players for the boys basketball team. So first we're going to start talking to Dylan Baker, who had 11 points this game. So Dylan, what did you feel coming into this game, knowing that Cienega and you guys, there's a little bit of, I guess not bad blood, but a little bit of that rival there?
I knew it was going to be intense. I mean, I knew there was going to be a huge crowd, and they were just going to be honest the whole game, so.
Yeah, and I mean, does it ever challenge you guys hearing the student section at Cienega? Because, I mean, they all have voices and some things aren't as kind as they should be. Does it ever challenge you during the game with, like, your confidence or what's going to happen throughout the time that's given?
No, I think we all just really keep our cool and really focus on the game, especially at the end. We closed it out because we kept our focus together and just played as a team.
Awesome. All right, so now we're going to be talking to Kenyon Torres, who is a junior on varsity. So, Kenyon, you had 12 points. And then same question, like, does it ever get to you with the student section or the pressure from being here at Cienega with that little rival?
Not really. I knew it was going to be an intense game coming in because most of these players I play with AAU. So I just knew it was going to be physical, and I'm glad we won it.
Yeah, I mean, that's great to just come in with confidence and, like, know how you're going to kind of play the game. So is there anything that, like, you guys have been practicing, I guess, for this week?
Not anything in particular, but I think we worked on zone a lot. So I think that kind of, translated here. So we got to get better at that, but yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Kenyon. Okay, and last but not least, we have number 2. Brett, who is a senior on varsity. So, Brett, how does it feel playing your senior season and winning this game against Cienega?
It feels very good, especially after last season where we didn't really have a normal season. So this game was really good for us, and it was a very fun game for us to play in this environment.
And then how did you feel about all the pressure coming into Cienega's game?
I think all of us, Salpointe, we're dogs. We love pressure, and so this is a game that we look forward to this year, and I think it was a very close game, but it turned out well for us.
All right, well, congratulations to you all, and good luck in the rest of your season.
Thank you.
All right, so yeah. All right, so thank you guys for watching Bobcat TV, and make sure to tune in for next Tuesday's game, boys soccer, home at 7. We are playing Douglas High School. Thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure to catch that game.